Hi there, this is Li Tian from Red Hat. Today, I'd like to talk to you about protecting your large language models with confidential VMs and trustee attestation. People are talking about AI. People are talking about confidential computing. So what can they offer you? How can they help you protect your precious data and privacy? Red Hat is coming hot with RHEL AI and RHEL on confidential VM on public clouds. Now you can combine these two leading-edge technologies to empower and protect your productivity. Public cloud brings us a lot of benefits, one of which is computing power, elastic and huge amounts of computing power. Running AI requires tons of it. That's why many more users tend to run their AI workload on the cloud. It's relatively easy and saves time. Your favorite operating system, RHEL, is also embracing AI. We recently published the RHEL AI, a Red Hat-owned AI product that's capable of deploying on cloud. Users often spend tons of time training their large language models, or LLMs, and are worried about their privacy. And now we have confidential VMs and Trustee coming into play. We're proposing a workflow to make the most protection of your LLMs. Trustee is a toolset that can attest the execution environment of confidential VMs. This powerful new tool is capable of attesting confidentiality and integrity of the underlying components on various platforms, and does even more. Trustee will play a critical role in this proposal. Trustee can provide attestation both locally and remotely. In the proposed workflow, we recommend the attestation server running in a remotely secure location other than cloud. It can be any machines on-premise that our confidential VMs can reach. Take Microsoft Azure, for example. They can provide point-to-site VPN connectivity. We know that these VMs themselves give most effort protecting data and runtime. Then there are two other aspects that these data need protection from. One's data stored at rest. We can have encrypted disks. The other is data transmission, meaning that when we have these trained models ready to be served or sent to another workload, we'd like them to be encrypted, also along the transmission. Fortunately, Trustee can help facilitate both. The Trustee solution consists of a client, a verifier, and a key broker service, or KBS. This implies the REST model from IETF. When the VM boots up, it unlocks its locked encrypted disk where LLMs reside, with an attestation to Trustee. The Trustee client sends a request to its remote server with evidence. KBS processes this request and relays the evidence to the verifier. The verifier then compares the evidence with its reference values and policies to yield a token, or a report, so to speak. Finally, KBS sends back this token to the client, and so a key release process can follow this attestation. With a similar approach, whenever an LLM needs to be transmitted, for example, when we want to upload into a public repository, we can request another key from the Trustee server to encrypt the model. Vice versa, at the time the encrypted model is pulled to another machine, this machine needs to attest itself first in order to decrypt the model. As you can see, now we are protecting our LLMs from all possible three aspects: data in runtime, data at rest, and data in transmission. This is a confidential VM on Azure. It's going to host the RHEL AI and the Trustee client. I have an SSH session open on the bottom half of my screen that's connected to it. On the top half, this is an on-premise machine that will be my Trustee server. It's connected to the Azure network by the Azure VPN gateway. First, let's start the Trustee server process with this command. I will mount an encrypted disk whose decryption key is fetched from the Trustee server with an attestation. And as you can see, it's now decrypted and mounted to the location where our LLMs will be saved at. Then I will have Instructlab download an LLM which I have also previously encrypted and uploaded to the Hugging Face repository. Now that it's downloaded, but we see it's still encrypted and unable to be recognized by the Instructlab, as it's encrypted with another key from the Trustee server. And finally, it's able to be recognized by the Instructlab. And I can start serving it and use it for inference.